What's going on, everybody? It's Retro Handhelds 24. Today we're going to be looking at the Mini. Just because I've been going back and forth with these games, I'm almost done with the Flip 2. I'm going to do a video on that very soon. But I put these games on the RP5 and the performance is decent, but you know, there's always room for improvement. So we're going to try these games out on the Mini to see if they work equally as well, if not better. Let's see. Alright, so let me log back in. Alright. So we'll start with the Star Ocean. These are the settings. So I was saying in the comments, like, the Mini is always good because you can downgrade the resolution to 800 by 600 and it fills the majority of the screen, and you can just fill the screen. And then on top of that, you know, it's not a 4x3, but it's a 4x3-ish. And like I said, you could just fill in the top. So that's why this resolution works so well with this. And then on top of that, you get a little boost in performance because it's less than, you know, the 720 and the 960 by 540 or what have you. These are the settings, nothing special. It's mostly the same. I'm going to put this one in fast, and we're going to see how it goes. I haven't tested any of these games out. I just moved them over, so it's going to be a learning process for both of us. But it's cool because these types of games, these HD 2D games, they're great for the RP5 and the Mini because of the D-pad on top. So right away we got a rejection. It's all good. I just don't know how I feel about this one. So I'm gonna change it to 25. Now typically you wouldn't need to do that or want to do that because of the chipset, but we'll go to safe and fast. I think these games need safe flags big time. I think that has at least 2. Let's try it again. And if anything, we could just, you know, look at my settings on here. I'm trying not to though. I'm trying to just see how it goes. Alright, it's looking better. Oh, and then so full screen, and then bam. Alright, so we're at 60 right now. Let's go to configure graphics settings. Look at ultra. We'll put near. We'll keep that at, it's kind of like a custom thing right here. But I'm having faith that see, make sure it's full screen. And the resolution, it thinks it's 720. It's not. Alright. I love the skipping. Skip, skip, skip.
What's wrong?
Alright. So, look at that. Close to 60 frames a second. This one runs pretty well. Then, if they're still on my, they should be still on here, the RP5. I'll pull up RP5. I'll try to do some comparisons. Let's see what the settings were too. So that's working. I'm just gonna move it to the side. So we did 960 by 544. We changed this though, but more importantly, this is translation was what we were trying to see. See, I did safe and fast. It makes sense. All right. Alright, well that loads up. We'll go back here. Alright, so I know it's hard to see. I'll try to like zoom in as much as I can on it, but the frame rates are like in the low to mid 50s, which is super awesome. It's not a D-pad game though. You do have to use the joystick, which is still completely fine because you're not using this one really.
Dad, what is it, Clark? Did you find something? I think. Good job, Clark. How does it look? Just give me a little more time.
Skip that. Alright, so let's see if we could go into settings. Map, back, destination. I can't really go into settings. I want to see if I can up the graphics and see if there would be a difference. Alright, he's gonna do his thing.
Don't worry, it's nothing special. I'll be fine.
And then we got this going on over here. I was pretty satisfied with this. The thing is, you can't change the graphics on go. Alright, but the frame rates, it's about the same, 57, 55.
Stop! Don't go any closer! Get back here! Lord! How are we supposed to... Look, there's no danger.
Coordinates.
What? What? No! Ah!
I just want to get to where he's at real quick.
This is bad.
Alright, still at 60. Oh, how do you check it? Hold on. What is it, dodge button? Look at that. Oh my god. Every time I play this game, I want to play more of it, and I don't. Dodge, dodge. Woo, woo. Look how cool this is. Oh, I can't get over it. Let's get him with something. Wait, it's... I can't see, it's so tiny. That's the downside. Focus your attacks, speed up your attacks, prevent enemy spells. Okay, I gotta stop hitting Y. I guess strategy? No. No. Oh, cool. Oh, that's right. I got these other powers.
I'd say that was 8 out of 10. Whoa.
Skip that. Alright, we're in the same area right now. Same graphic settings. 5549, so... $55, $57, so it's performing a little better on here. And that is at a higher resolution. Sorta. Okay. Now let's go back. Just playing that hardball, huh? Alright. I'm pretty sure this is... can't remember what's 4x3s. I think this is a 4x3 aspect ratio. So let's go with that, right? And then... Wait, hold on. We want to make it exactly the same. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is also... We're going to change the driver back to what it was, which... Oh boy. I don't know if it was this one. This one. Should be that one. To be quite honest. But we'll go this one. I think it's that one. Damn it. We'll find out. They really don't matter from what I've realized, but if it's like a 1 or 2 frame difference, it's gonna bug me because if it's the driver. However, I did increase the resolution, and I think that resolution, that 10 whatever by 7 something, is a 4x3 aspect ratio. I didn't like it. Alright, let's just keep our 800 by 600. I still like that driver. Okay. Whatever. Let's keep it moving. Same type deal. Alright. We'll move on to the next one. I'm not gonna do, I'll do Dragon Quest next. I just wanted to see, because this game, the Star Ocean one, I think I have more interest in playing. But we're gonna move on to Dragon Quest after we start both these games up. And hopefully this one loads. And when we get to the menu, we're going to see what we could do. Because there's a lot of options in this game. Just make sure that the screen is on. Alright. Let's do that. And then shadow quality, we'll do lowest. Depth of field, lowest. Render distance off. Okay, but alright, so we're gonna do. I thought there was a texture one. I don't want the bloom. Depth of field. Alright, let's just do this for now. Render distance. Can only go lower, can't go higher. So we'll do this. Alright. And then we'll go here. Alright. Fine. $54, $52. And then here we'll go to configure. So we're pretty much stuck at 53, 54. Oh, 56, it's higher. Alright. Change it to full screen. Very good. Graphics. So we have 4x anti-aliasing. Let's turn that off. Depth of field on. Turn that off. And we have it at nearest. Maybe that's why I was doing so good. But it should perform even better now. Let's see. 53. 49, 53, 56. Alright, let it catch up. 57, 59. Alright, so with the same settings now, this performs just ever slightly, like a frame or two better, due to the fact that we're using a lesser resolution, not by much, 800 by 600, and this is 9 something by 5 something, so it's almost on par. It's just this works better for a 4:3 screen. So I would say you're gonna do a little better with this game on the RP5. Well, it's hard to say. We'd have to drop it more in here, but it's gonna look ridiculous. But it fills out the whole screen at least if you do the 9. But the 800 by 600 doesn't fill the entire screen. Got smaller black bars at the top. But this, either way, this was a good test. Now we're gonna close out of these. Then we're gonna go back. And now we're gonna do Dragon Quest. And this will be hard to do, but I'm just going to copy the same settings I have on the RP5 to make this short. Alright, so RP5 will keep it at that. I took a picture, I didn't really show it off, but I have it at the 960 by 545. Alright, so we got revision 2, it wasn't revision 12. Okay. So, and then we did performance. Okay. Got away with performance on that one. Alright, so we're going to do 800 by 600. Proton, we'll leave it as is. Leave it as is. This I'm going to turn down to 512 because we did not use much of anything, right? We couldn't get away with that. Don't know if that's really going to help with performance because, again, you use such bare minimum to increase the graphics. It's just the game itself. Oh, that's not cool. Ugh, that's why. Alright. Go to compatibility. It's in performance. Look at that. Alright. Alright, so let's load it up. It looks the same. What is this message? Oh, I gotta... Alright, so sometimes... Let me turn down the brightness. Sometimes with Gamehub, you have to usually do this in WinLater separately. You install these programs, but it'll ask you to install them. Usually you just say yes, and it's gonna do this thing wherein you gotta, in this case we gotta agree, and then install. I'm gonna do a Gamehub tutorial. It's very easy, but there are some things, like this is a good example where, we have prerequisites that we have to install, and it's gonna ask us while we load the game up to do so. And this took a minute last time when I did it on the RP5, so we'll just let that load up. In the meantime, while it's doing its thing, we'll go back here, and since I already did it on here, oh my god, Gamehub. Since I already did it on here, theoretically it's just gonna load up. I was too happy about dropping the res on this one though. For 16 by 9, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too happy about that. I lowered the res from 720 to the 9 whatever to increase performance, to increase the graphics, to get that middle ground, and it worked, but you'll see. And the point of these videos on RP5 and Mini with these HD 2D games is just I find it so interesting because you can play these games on the Switch or Switch 2. You might be able to emulate them through one of the Switch emulators, but I doubt it. But I haven't tried it, so I'm not exactly sure. However, I know with PC emulation, everything's always going to look better. And you're going to get away with a lot more with the 865 chip. So there's pros and cons. But the Switch emulation is a lot of fun. We can definitely increase performance, but just not every game, especially with 865. Let's see. So we got our full screen, but our resolution doesn't want to change from there. See, some games are just prone to 720. But see, we got everything on medium. I mean, we could tweak some things, but you see, we barely use anything of the 2 gigs that I told it we have. So 512 is fine. The shadow quality, like, that doesn't matter to me. This doesn't really matter. Shadow area doesn't matter. The texture quality, let's turn up to 3, right? Render scale, choose how, output resolution, display resolution. We'll change it to 3. Realistically light and shadows represent. That doesn't matter to me. Alright, so we did a custom, right? We just want textures and render scale, one at max. Let's see, in depth of field, choose whether or not to blur distance turn it off because I want to see everything. Alright, we'll go back and we'll continue. Okay, and in the meantime, while that loads, our little thing over here is now done. Doesn't take too long, so we click close. And as you can see down here, it's already starting to work. Hit the back button, go here. This is very important on the Mini. You can do it a lot. Then we'll let that load up. Okay, let's see. So we turn off some stuff. This is what I was talking about. Like all the leaves and everything looks so much better when it's on 3. And our frames are not looking too bad either. Okay, so new sweet spot. This is it. Resolution 940 by 960 by 44. We get above 30 frames a second. Just all you really need. It's a 2D game, but you want the visuals to look great. And as you can see, the textures and everything, the render, it's at the highest it can be. For now, we'll stay in this area. And we'll go here, and we're gonna do the same thing, right? We got our displays full screen, which is great. VSync will turn off. Confirm. Graphics, we're gonna do the same thing. Custom. Shadow quality, we don't care about that. Shadow area, we don't care about that. Mantis, we don't care about it. But you see how it's half a gig? More than enough for this game. Turn it down, we don't need that. Texture quality, we want 3. Render scale, we want 3. I don't care about that, that's right. And then we'll leave that on, right? Go back. We'll just do AAA for right now to get this game going. And then we'll do the same guy. Alright, so with those settings, we're getting, now the game's fully like run, rendered everything, 38, 39, close to 40 frames a second, but the graphics are high. Let's see if we can match that with this. Alright, skip that. Skip that. Skip that. So we're on par. It's the exact same. 39 to 40. But you can see all the foliage, and like if you look here, you can see the leaves. Like I want the detail for these HT 2D games. .42 frames. All right. So this one stays a little higher, it's like in the 40s. Back here we're 39, 41, do 42, exactly the same. Like a frame difference maybe. Alright, there's pop in for this. We'll go here. I want to do this again though, hold on. I think there's less pop in with the mini. Yeah, it goes right to loading. Go up here. We're at 51. It's gonna probably ask me the same questions. $52. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it looks better on the RP5 versus the mini. I'm not gonna do all this again. 51. We'll just do, here, let me unplug this. Hey. And then I'll zoom out more. But here. And let me, if you want to move the information, you can do that. Just click this, click it again, scroll down, and then we'll do bottom left to match with the RP5. So we got 53, 51. And both these have the Odin Tools increased saturation, pretty sure to the same level. It's weird because it looks great on the RP5, but I can see more detail in the grass on the mini. I mean, it's still there on the RP5 too, but I don't know, you guys judge. You tell me. But the RP5 has like maybe a frame more, I want to say. But then again, this is at a higher resolution too, but I'd rather play it on the RP5 at 720 than the 940. I want to get away with it because it's a 2D game. But on here, it'll be squished down if we do 720 or anything like that. So I was hoping the 800 by 600 would do us more justice, but it is what it is. I'll have to keep fiddling. But you guys tell me, you let me know. They're roughly the same with frame rates. The RP5 gets like a frame or two at times, but more. But for the most part, it's exactly the same. Except one's 4x3 and the other one's the, you know, the natural 16x9. And obviously 800 by 600 versus 960 by 544, is it? So I can't do the math in my head right now, but the resolution for both is almost like the same. It's just different aspects, but the mini should have a little less. I'm not sure. I have to like figure it out to do the math. Or is it the same? Because if it's 600, what was it, 960? So 60, it's 100 more, 160. No, this is obviously less resolution. Not by much, but still less. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video to show this off. There's a lot that you could do with the mini that you can do with the RP5. They could both work the same. In this case, it's kind of like evened out with both these games. However, with the mini, if you do the 800 by 600 and anything else, because I think these default to 720 no matter what, I get better performance with the mini sometimes because of the lower resolution and the fact that that fills out the screen more. So it's always like an advantage with the less RAM that we have to use with. that could get you a tiny bit increased in performance versus on here or on the Flip 2, because you got to fill the entire screen. And if you do 800 by 600 on one of these 16 by 9 screens, it just doesn't look that good and doesn't really fill the screen. On Gamehub, you'll get black bars on top and bottom, and then, you know, it's a bigger screen, so you're likely to see more pixels and pixelated. It looks horrible, but on here it looks great. You get away with that. And then because it's less resolution and a smaller screen, it kind of like evens out and you get a boost in performance. But in this case, it's kind of like on par, it's the same. So, but I mean, it's even cooler to play it on here. Like, come on, like, oh my god. Especially Star Ocean, I'm gonna love to play that game. I really have to start playing that game. But yeah, that's gonna be it for right now. If you made it this far, thank you again so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.